Thanks for joining us tonight on another episode. This is a 79 K10 four-wheel drive truck that I've traded for, and it is a mess, as you can tell. The story on this truck is it has been sitting for quite some time on a farm for years and years, probably 20 plus. And I got this thing in on a trade. I traded a S10 four-wheel drive, like a 90 model S10 four-wheel drive Blazer pickup truck, or SUV, and a four-door square body 1990 single wheel 1-ton truck for this truck. But anyway, I don't know anything about it. I got it from my buddy and his friend, and it is what it is. So I don't know if this thing runs. It looks complete and everything, best I can tell, but it is an absolute mess. Somebody has pulled this thing full of parts and everything. I think this is like an old, maybe some a satellite steering wheel, but I wouldn't think it would have this big old round piece. It might be like a international steering wheel, something like that. That's odd. That's a piece that somebody's looking for, There's some BMW stuff in here. I think somebody freaking gutted their mom's BMW or something, because everything on here is saying BMW. Obviously they don't have the whole car, but I don't know, we might have the whole car. It might be back here. But there's a bunch of junk and trash in this thing. That's how I got it. So, I know that's BMW right there. That's a BMW fuel pump. Look at that. That's an odd setup, but that is BMW for sure. Right there. Probably 90s, like a 525i or 325, something like that. There's a power steering fluid reservoir for one. But anyway, as you can see, I haven't even cleaned this thing out yet. We just got it here to the shop, and should have got it a video of it, pulling it out from where it was sitting, but it was delivered here, so we didn't get a chance to do that on this one. But the next video we can do that. But I think the tailgate functions and everything for the most part, along with the bees. Get back out there, Morgan. So, didn't realize it, but there's bees back there. They came with it extra. So, yeah, I mean, those were free, So as you can see, this is definitely a farm fresh vehicle, hence the wasps that just came flying out of the tailgate right there. I've not done anything to this thing, and that's pure evidence of it right there. So that was fun. We're not gonna mess with that tailgate again, but it does come down, it does work. If you wanna have a little fun, just come out here and beat on this thing a little bit. But anyway, somebody has put a different bed on this. Obviously, it's not the original bed. I think the cab and the fenders and everything are original, but you gotta love the multicolored trucks, but hey, back in the day when this was on the road, I mean, I remember as a kid seeing trucks like this put together. Your bed rusted out or something, you found another one. If it didn't match, who cared? Put it on there and go. I better be careful of that. There might be more bees in there. Let's see. No, I don't believe there. I think we're safe as far as bees goes in the gaslit. That's usually a common place where they like to stay for whatever reason. I think it's because they like to get into this little flap hole here and get back there pretty easy. And it's, oddly enough, this is it says unleaded fuel only, and then when you open it up, the cap says diesel fuel only. So that's really weird. Let's hope that's not the case, because this is definitely not a diesel truck from my recollection. It smells like gas. It's old gas, but you can see that this thing came specially equipped with a flat front tire. That was included in the price. So that's a deal maker right there. That's an added extra. So that's great. But a bit of trees there when we were dragging it through the lot here a few minutes ago. But otherwise, I mean, it's got some rust and stuff down there in the bottom cab corners. Typical Chevrolet stuff. Inner rocker rusted because a lot of times that windshield cowl right there leaks, at least down on the floor. And if it's sitting at an angle or something, it'll rust that rocker out. But yeah, complete with the gun racks. You know, no power windows, no power door locks. Complete with faded gauges. You can see those are faded pretty good. Go around and get another shot of that. Breathers on the floor. It's cool that the breather's in there. That's neat. Seat definitely needs to be recovered. The door panels are disintegrating pretty well. You can see you can just chip them off with a nail there. But that's all right. Yeah, don't worry about that. But it's got good structure for what it is. It's just an old Scottsdale 10. I'm sorry. Scottsville's up in Kentucky. But it's a Scottsdale 10 that it's got potential for sure. You know. Take a look under the hood here. Looks to be complete. The guys that got this thing from told me that the guys they got it from attempted to get it running, hence the brand new 3/8 fuel line here that is hooking into this really old looking fuel pump. Yeah, what a cord, but that thing looks like there's the original line to the tank, so me bringing that gas won't do any good, but maybe I can run it down this line and get some to the tank or get some to the carburetor. It's got some rust right here going through the firewall where the heater core was. Who knows if that's good in there or not, I don't know. But non-air conditioned, you know, but looks to be complete. And the friends told me that the guys they got it from tried to get it running, so they got it turning over. They put some new battery cable ends on it. Probably some AutoZone specials or something, you know. Put those on there, and they said they had it turning over but couldn't get fire at the distributor. But who knows how well this thing's actually going to turn over. But I'm going to try turning it over without putting any oil down the cylinders, which most classic car guys would say that's a mistake, and it is for one that's been sitting this long. But we're going to try it anyway, so let's see what's going to happen. We're going to run our brand new makeshift fuel line back out through this brand new battery box here. As you can tell, it's never been used, so it's in really good shape. Now they pay good money for that. And this is Rust Saver's garage. We do like the rust. So anyway, run that back through there. Get that. I think that's long enough to go down in the gas can, don't you think? Yeah. So let me grab a battery and at least look and see if this thing's even gonna have anything, any kind of juice or power up or anything. Let's see if it'll at least turn over. Because like I said, I know nothing about this truck. And then it came in, did a trade on it. Well, I don't see any sparks or arcs yet. I know that's a hot battery, so hold on just a second. Let me go inside. Let's see if it's going to turn over. It actually turns over really good. Better than I thought. It was tight the other day when we messed with it with the fan. Wow, okay. So we've got power with the starter. Let me get a test light real quick. So it turns over pretty decent. Now I'm going to see. The guys that got this from said that they couldn't get any fire at the distributor. Well, I'm going to take this test light here. As you can see the red light right there? That means that test light's good. And here's the main hot wire for the distributor. If we have power there, key on, and we've got power there. So the fun part now is going to be, they have made a mess of these plug wires. I mean, there's some new ones on here. You can tell somebody was messing with this thing. Pull all these back here and have a fun time trying to get the firing order correct on this truck. But it's not too hard, just for you YouTubers. If you ever want to do a Chevrolet firing order, it's probably the simplest one to do. I believe the distributor spins clockwise, and then the firing order is 184-36572. So if you can start it off, get this crankshaft close to number 1 down there, which we can try to do. If I can see where the timing marks are, you can get this thing pretty close to top dead center. And hopefully your cap and rotor button will line up. Can you zoom in down here and watch this? There's going to be a crank mark that comes across it, and I'm going to click it over. So, and then also try to pay attention to which, I believe I'm correct on the distributor, it spins clockwise. But let's double check on that. I'm going to tap it a few times, get all that on video. See a slot yet? Go ahead. Again. Sorry, a little more. Yeah, keep tapping it real quick like that. Okay, one little bit.
Oh, it got stuck. It got stuck. It wasn't me. Okay.
That's close enough. Shut it down.
Of course, that happens.
Yeah. So, we'll get this thing really close. Well, I can't move it with my hands. I might be able to compensate in the distributor up there. But I'm going to tap it real quick one more time right here. Let's see.
Real quick, right?
That definitely wasn't good.
But you're right, it's going clockwise.
The starter has hung. Wow, okay. Yeah, it's going clockwise, all right. The starter has hung on this old truck. That's fun. Now it has to run so that hopefully we'll kick it back out. Okay, that's close enough right there. I think we can put number 1 top dead center over there. Okay. Hopefully we can get this thing in time the first time, but probably not, because it's not exactly in time on the front of the crankshaft. I couldn't get it on top dead center, so I'll have to fool with it a while. Remember where that thing is back towards this bolt. Pull it up, out. Oh boy. Wow. Definitely looks like they were running Quaker State oil or something on this thing, because this truck, probably that's what they ran, cheap oil. That's a lot of sludge. I can't even imagine what the oil looks like under the valve covers. In fact, I didn't even check the oil on this before we turned it over. Well, it's got oil in it. It's black. Texas T, black gold, it's in there. So, we're gonna do away with this for now. Just set that right up there. We just happen to have a brand new fire maker right here. Now, isn't that pretty? If only this truck was as pretty as this distributor, we'd be in real good shape, and that trade would be even better. Everybody needs a box or some styrofoam. It's on sale today. Well, it looks good. Looks new. I don't think they cheated us. You never know with those online deals. You gotta watch what you buy on the internet these days. You know, they say it's brand new and it's really brown new. So anyway, let's see if I can get this thing down in there. That's the fun part. We leave this distributor in there, this price of this truck just went up. You know, we're going to sell this thing eventually, but I'm going to charge you just a little bit extra for this new item. Sorry everybody, no free parts. I think that's about where it was earlier. So, I'm going to make this, let's assume, don't know this, let's assume that that's number one. We're going to go clockwise. So if that's number one, I'll find out cap tab is right there. That's going to go down there like so. Now there it is. So I want a lot of room. So I'm going to make a lot of room to adjust it from timing. So I'm going to make this number one. Just going to do 3 tabs instead of 4. Get this hit back in there correctly. It's got that. There's your battery right there. So we're going to make that number one. Out of here. Okay. I'm just going to let that distributor loose. I'm not going to tighten it down just yet. Just a little bit so it doesn't move, just in case. The likelihood of it being in time is not that likely. I'm going to try it anyway. Yeah, that's about right there. Okay. Side here. Some of the plug wires are new, so that's good. Let's do number one right there. I don't care how pretty or ugly they look. I don't care about that right now. Just want to see if it'll run. And then the next one will be You got 1, 3, 5, 7, 2, 4, 6, 8. So this one here would be number 8. I got 1, 8. Snap on there would be helpful. If I can make it snap on there, it'd be good. 1, 8. And we've got 4. 1, 8, 4. And then you've got 3. And then you've got 6. Oh boy, it's a little too short. A little too short. Story of my life. Number 5. So 1, 8, 4, 3, 6, 5, 7, and 2. So let's do a number. Number 7. And let's see. Number 2 will be right there. I don't think that'll reach either. Nope. 3, 5. Sure is hot out here. I'm going to swap these over here. Use the longer one back there. I guess they did have all 8 new plug wires. I counted 8. What do you think? You can say something, you know. Is this going to be the silent camera holder? There we go. Now. While you're doing that, I'm going to So the starter on this thing is obviously stuck, which I'm going to actually use that to my advantage because that means I can just touch this cable over here and fire it outside the truck, which will be okay. But that's going to have to be fixed because you can't start the truck up from outside all the time. And hopefully if it does fire up and run, it won't keep hanging and it'll actually disengage the starter and throw it out. But my guess is the solenoid's probably rusty under there, and that's why it's stuck. Because who knows, there could be a rat's nest or some kind of mice or something in there, dead or something, who knows. So here goes. That'll be enough starting fluid for a minute. So let's see what happens when we put fire to this thing. Nothing. But it's coughing back through the carburetor, so that's telling me I've got some fire. Let me move the distributor a little bit, because I'm sure the timing is probably incorrect. One more starting fluid. We'll try again. I think we were closer the first time. Let me move that distributor just a little bit more. Go the opposite direction this time. Maybe something will hit. I don't want to load it up with too much starting fluid. End up exploding over here. Well, it's not wanting to fire, so I believe that distributor is 180 degrees off. So I'm going to pull that thing out, flip it around one good time, and set it back down and see if we get any closer. So I just flipped the distributor down and around on this thing, and I'll hit it with a little bit more starting fluid and see if we get anything this time. I think it was around 180 degrees off. So not having any luck. Forward a little bit. Let's try that. See what happens this time. Still nothing. It's all the way back towards the firewall. If anything hits this time. Well, it is dead. I'm not getting anything out of this thing. Usually a cough back or something. Let me take a few minutes and see if I can get this thing even closer into time, because obviously it's way out. So these old leaves and things out of here, maybe we can see some timing marks where I can actually line up the timing on this truck a little bit better. I need a flashlight now, hold on.
Yeah, I was thinking about like zooming in on the dog over there.
There it is. I can finally see the timing marks. They're straight down behind that water pump right there and all those leaves.
Show them.
And everything. You can see there's a circular piece right there, and the timing marks are right there below that. So that is going to be our aim to get this thing on the right mark. Okay, well, if you can click that for me, I'll tell you, just tap real quick. Yep. Again. Oh, too much.
Or try to stick.
Yep. Again. 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 Hold it. Real quick. Real quick. Real quick. Again. A little more. Real quick. One more. Real fast. Oh goodness, hold it right there. I can make it run like that. It's just about on 0. Now, let's see how close we are up there. Take that distributor off for the 3rd time. All right, so I got this thing where I think the timing needs to be, and could still be off, but I don't know, we'll see. All right, hit it. Right now.
It got stuck. You should do that anyway. It just melts to it.
Okay. Right back there. Did you get that on video? Oh Lord. Don't try that at home. It's a brand new broken shroud here. Wow. So, it is just acting totally dead. Maybe if I advance it that far. We'll get something. You would think. Nothing still. This is like attempt number 10 to try to get this thing to turn over and fire anyway. It's been turning over, but trying to get it to start. Just amazed that it's not doing any more than that. You never can tell. Could have been the reason why they parked it or something. It may not be runnable. I don't know. Oops. Looks like the starter finally came unstuck. So I'll have to do it inside again, but as soon as I hit this, I know it's going to stick again. Oh.
Do you hear that?
That battery's getting tired, so I'm going to swap batteries real quick and see if we do any better with another battery. Alright, ready? So in the process of this, we've drug our battery down, so I had to hook up over there to get a little bit more juice. And for whatever reason, it doesn't like the starting fluid, so we got me some gasoline here. I'm going to pour it down the carburetor here and see if we get anything from that. Let's try it again. Our starter was dragging too. Still not getting anything. Well, I heard a little life in it, and looks like our starter over there is getting hot and smoking. So that's never good. Throttle was hanging open, wide open too. That's not good. It was trying though. Let's try this again. One more time here.
Is it in park?
Yeah. It's got a little life left in it. It's just not wanting to hit just right. Well, I think that's all we're going to be able to do for tonight. Maybe I'll put a new starter on this thing and a fresh set of plug wires, or plugs, spark plugs. That could be a problem too. No telling how gummed up they are, but some new spark plugs and a new starter would probably do wonders for this thing, so that'll be another day. How's it going, everybody? Dealing with rust savers. Well, it's been about 4 months since I've been able to get this truck back here into the shop. As you can tell, I've moved it into our shop here. It's got a new set of rims on it, well, new to the truck. But what's a truck without rims, right? Anyway, last time you saw this video, I was having some problems getting this thing in time, and I've been fooling with it a bunch, and I think I finally got it in time to where it's going to run. But you know, sitting over 20 years in one location, it's really something if this thing will fire up and run. But let's see what happens here. So, got a hot battery in there, and let's see what's going to do. Well, it lives somewhat. Put the snap flying out of it. this thing's running, one thing that I had to do to it, the starter, you can see earlier in the video from months ago, was bad. So I put a new starter on it, and I took and put a distributor down in it that was hot, that would make this thing run. And then I just had a few old parts like fuel pump, plug wires, things of that nature laying around the shop. And I got this thing finally to run. But she's leaking transmission fluid pretty bad under there, so that's going to be a future fix, but who cares? You know, it's running and going. It moves on its own power now. Better than sitting like a knot on a log, not doing a darn thing. And then take a look in here. Ooh, look at there. What a fancy seat. Whole lot prettier than what you saw before. Not perfect, but who cares about perfect? We're not about perfect. This is Rust Savers, where we get rid of the dust and we save the rust. Let me know what you want to see us do next to this truck and post it in the comments below. Thanks for your time.